We're going to be talking today about Clash in Italy and AAA. And believe it or not, we are all 4 jobbers back this week. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the 4 Jobbers. I'm, of course, Ginger Heat. I am the orange one. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see all of our beautiful faces. Welcome back to the Waxy, the Venomous, the son of the dentist. He has returned to grace us with his presence. How have you been, buddy? You're looking good. The beard is looking full.
It's full, eh?
It's full.
I'm
Summer
overdue. It's not ideal with the 30-degree weather we've been having as of late. But rest assured, next time you see, maybe the time after, at some point in the future, I will get a trim. But for now, we're surviving, we're thriving, and yeah, we're scruffy. But that's okay.
If you weren't getting Sami Zayn comparisons now, I'm sure you're getting them everywhere in the streets.
You know, if you're not in a wrestling crowd, not as much, but it has happened. We've all seen it. We've all witnessed it. The best one was at Elimination Chamber 2023 when Sami Zayn was meant to be in the main event. As we got to our seats, people were still like, "Whoa, je pensais que t'étais Sami." I'm like, why would I be in the crowd? It's like, thank you. Anyway, the comparisons are definitely stronger when the beard is stronger. That I can say.
And speaking of 2 strong boys that we have here, the Bloody Baron himself, as he's named this week, it probably won't show up on, at least on the podcast or on our video, but he is aptly named the Bloody Baron. You can name yourself on Riverside. Jason, the Bloody Baron, the Waxy, the Venomous, the Jason. I don't know what your official title is. They love Jason. We'll go with that for now. Are you still enjoying The Witcher? You're still having fun, even though it's your 9th playthrough?
It's only my 4th or 5th, and we got a lot of Witcher content coming in the upcoming future, so I'm very excited about that. There's so much to do in the game. I think I'm on like 50 hours, and I'm like 10% through the game, so I don't know.
Are you playing Gwent?
I think my first 2 playthroughs, I didn't do Gwent, and then I got into Gwent, and once you get into Gwent, you can't get out. You just want to play it all the time. It's really addictive.
Oh, I didn't play. I played it like 4 times. I beat the game 4 times without playing Gwent.
Never touched Gwent yet.
Finally, Jason played it. He's like, no, you have to go back and play it. So I replayed the entire game and played Gwent.
It's simple and fun once you learn it.
Such a great game. And he's upset. He's in the corner, but he should be happy because the Tartan army is gearing up. They're saddling up to come over to the Americas. Jordan, the body, from Kirkcaldy, Jordan Deeves.
A little bit of the India,
yeah, a little bit of the thing in there. Jordan,
yeah,
you're alive. You're well. How you doing? How you feeling about your chances in the World Cup? Then what about that?
Do you know what? Very good. I think we're going to win.
Very good.
Yeah, I think. No, in all seriousness, Scotland are going to make it through the group stages, and I think we'll make it 1 round further.
Okay,
I could see that happen.
So do you mean you're going to go out in the 32, or you're going to make it past the 32? Like
I think we'll make it past the 32.
Oh,
who's in your group?
Yeah, I'm just looking that up.
Our group, we have Brazil, Morocco, and Haiti.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
all right.
For us to get
Brazil,
out of the
Morocco.
group.
You aiming for a 3rd place finisher? One of the top third placers?
Yeah, 3rd place finish. That's fine.
Oh, you could be 3rd? Okay, I didn't know that.
There's a few 3rds that can make it out, right?
I reckon if we can get a win against Haiti and a draw against Morocco, that's probably
a shock win against Brazil. They're going to come in overconfident, not ready.
Imagine.
Come on.
Oh,
come on.
It's not impossible. We have a World Cup sweepstake that we've just done the draw for at work.
Nice.
And obviously I'm not at, right. So I'm not at work just now. And I messaged the boys and I'm like, hey, when's the sweepstake happening? What's going on here? Like, we're just doing the draw today. I'm like, all right, perfect. Let me know who I get. I got a message. Right, yeah, have you paid your money? Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, I've paid my $5. I'm in, yeah. All right, okay, well, just, yeah, you got Saudi Arabia. And I'm like, you absolute bastard. Give me my $5 back. What an absolute waste. There's absolutely no
You only
point
get one team?
Yeah, because we've managed to get like every team allocated to someone. Yeah.
Jordan is pulling a TKO and he is putting his cart on the Saudi Arabia bandwagon. Wow.
I paid a $5 to back
Anyone we know get anyone
Saudi
good? I
Arabia.
know. Sorry for those listening, but any of the friends of the show?
Who got Canada?
Massimo or
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I have the full list here. Let me see.
bring up
Who's
the
in
full
our
list.
group?
We got Bosnia, we got Qatar,
Switzerland?
and Switzerland. So we might also be aiming for that.
I
number
think,
three.
yeah, same
Oh, we're
again.
going for number 2.
They're number
We
2.
could be
easy.
Bosnia.
We do have some rough injuries, unfortunately. Number 1
Babies.
being our best player, Alfonso
We're not
Davies,
even
so
selling out. We don't care about soccer.
It's dynamic pricing. The prices are going to go down, and then
But we
people
got
are
a
gonna
lot
go.
of grit. We
Yeah.
got the home
Canada
field
also got
advantage.
shafted though with the scheduling. The America got
True.
all the great teams.
True.
We have all like Raj bought tickets that are like $1 million,
Yeah.
and it's random. And he got like Ghana, Iraq, and it's Pride Night. Happy Pride Month to those who celebrate.
I've just got it written down here that Lewis got Canada, but I don't know who Lewis is. So
It's not one of the 3 Lewises that we know through you.
no.
Fair enough.
It's not
He's not
great
allowed
all.
to have Canada.
Yes.
some jobber has him.
Not the jobber, not the 5th
No,
jobber.
not the 5th jobber. Yeah, just some other jobber.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've lost a $5. Basically, that's the introduction to this podcast. Welcome to the 4 Jobbers podcast. I lost a fucking $5. There you
But we lost some hours of our life watching wrestling, but was it worth it? We're going to tell you this week. Was it worth
These clones ain't loyal.
What a song. Go check it out if you haven't before. We watched a whole bunch of wrestling. I don't know if you guys watched it live or not. I watched the WWE one live. I did not watch AAA live, but I did watch it afterwards, and it was very enjoyable, so we're going to talk about that.
I forgot that Clash was in Italy. Despite the name being Clash in Italy, I'm like, oh yeah, it's going to be in the afternoon. Oops. Well,
Did you think it was like Clash in Little Italy or something?
I just thought it was
like that?
Clash. I just think Clash. I don't know, and so I don't know. I think my mindset was, well, I've already missed the first hour. I'm just going to let it run through. I'll catch it later.
Catch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. You can fast forward the bits that you don't want, but at least they
All
did
the
have
Hogan
promos before the
promos.
matches.
Oh,
They did
okay.
have,
Yeah.
overall it was a well put together show, I'll say. How much did we enjoy it though? We're going to break it down match by match. So why don't we kick it off with the first match, which was, does anyone have the card open?
Yes.
Jordan, bring it to us.
Okay.
You're the unofficial card bringer.
I'm always a
Rube
card
right?
guy. I'm sick of
Yeah.
being the card guy. But
You don't want to
I'll
be the
do
card
it,
guy
but-
anymore.
No,
I
I'll
have
do
the
it.
card
I'll do it.
open. What do you?
Yeah, well,
keep the
If
card
I'm honest,
closed.
I have the card open because I have
First
a
match
second
was
monitor.
Cody Rhodes
There we go.
See, we should have Jason bring us through the card. I think that would
and
be
Brock
Make Jason do
Lesnar.
something.
Not Brock Lesnar.
And Brock Lesnar.
Oh, maybe
Imagine.
don't make Jason do this.
Cody
All right.
versus Brock. What a banger of a match, guys. That was
Cody
Yeah,
versus Gunta.
Gunta.
Yeah,
Jason
Cody Gunther
overall.
for the
overall-
undisputed WWE Championship. Wax, you're a big Gunther guy. What do you think
I
about
am.
this?
Yeah.
GG's.
Okay, well, let me start off by saying what I liked, which was the match itself. I do think the match itself was enjoyable. Everything around the match I didn't like because it really does, and I know that they do this with their white meat face of the company. We've been there, and that's Cody. It is, and so the default state is that Cody is a champion. But this is how we're booking Gunther, like right after retiring 3 Hall of Famers. We're booking him to lose. Yeah, okay, there was a miss on the ref. There was a miss rope break. There's going to be a rematch. It feels hollow.
Yeah.
And it feels like if Gunther, with this level of booking behind him, can't beat Cody, who does? Because it's not interesting to me to have Cody consistently just be the champion, and there's not really any story around him. It's always a story around the challenger. So that's disappointing. And in the back of my mind, if I had been here last week to do predictions, I would have picked Cody to win. I probably would have. Didn't stop me from being disappointed and wanting to believe that.
Disappoint.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't stop me from saying that. Disappoint, and and wanting my boy Gunther to hold the belt once again. But the match was good. I did like the match. I do think they work well together. I'll give it that, if nothing else.
I think The match was fine. I think it was predictable. There wasn't anything in it that I was like, oh wow, this is standout stuff. Like I've never seen them do this before. I've never seen these moves or that. It's Cody Rhodes. Like it's run of the mill. Like there's nothing new in any of his performance now. It's always the same thing every single time. And having him come up against someone like Gunther, who is an incredible talent, it just didn't work for me. Like again, I'm saying that as two of the, greatest talents on the card. It's not that they're bad. I've just seen it before. I'm not excited by it now. I've seen a Gunther match. I've seen a Cody Rhodes match. Putting them together didn't change anything. In the same way that when we had Javon Evans and Gunther, that really did change things because I've never seen that before. That's two styles that I've never seen mesh, and it was amazing. But this just didn't do anything for me. It's also the second shortest match on the card for your biggest title, arguably your biggest title.
They're coming out first. It's like, okay.
I mean, if you're not last, you're first, right? That's probably the way to look at it with booking. Like you want to either open the show or end the show. So I think from that point of view, yeah, I would rather that, if Roman's going to finish the night, Cody's probably got to be up first because if he's in the middle of the card, it's kind of shit. But a short match, you're going to give me we're not going to have a decisive win. We're just going to have maybe his foot was under the rope. Oh, and by the way, we're not even going to have a good angle of that so that we can go back and show you it. It's just you have to trust us that his foot was kind of under the rope.
But
it wasn't well worked. Again, it was fine. It just wasn't well worked.
I think it was well worked. I would argue it wasn't well produced.
Yes, okay. That's maybe a better way.
I would
that's maybe a better way.
But yeah, you're right. I'll give you that.
Overall, story-wise, we leave unsatisfied, as often happens with WWE in these types of matches. But one thing I guess that's interesting is the WWE Championship is disputed. For a long time, it was undisputed. Roman had it, this and that. Other people would have it. It was, but Roman's still right now, especially if Cody keeps winning, it's very disputed which title is the main title of WWE. There has to be one. We always say, there's two, but we always know that there's one.
Yeah.
But is it Cody or is it Roman? It's very hard to choose who is the one because Cody is an unbeatable super monster. Roman is an unbeatable monster, not a super monster, but he has a lot of friends and he's gathering friends like Pokemon now. So it's getting scary times again. So it's getting interesting in terms of what this will eventually build into the crescendo of Cody versus Roman. But until then, we get teased with our beautiful boy Gunther not having a chance to win. We know he's not going to win going into this at all. No chance. Maybe there's a smidgen of hope because we love him so much, but we know it's not happening. Jason, did you get worked like I did, or was it just, just pesh?
This match shouldn't have been on the card. I think it was. I don't want to see both titles, both main titles, challenged for on the same pay-per-view event, unless it's like WrestleMania or a 2-night SummerSlam or something, where they can both get the appreciation they deserve, and not like a curtain jerking 11-minute garbage, crappy ass match like this. Like for the best title, the main title is the one Cody Rhodes has, but Roman Reigns is the tribal chief, so he goes on last. And that's just the way it is.
Had more story too. Like there's so much story in Roman's, whereas this match, there's no story. Yeah, like Gunther, like there is some.
Gunther cut a nice promo on Cody.
Yeah, and he cut a nice promo and made it a little more interesting. But it's really, we know going into it, it wasn't Gunther's.
It was thrown together. Like it could have been a good promo, but like it was fast forwarded, and it didn't need to be shoehorned in on this card. Especially
I love him walking around Europe. His videos walk around in European cities are just so good.
Yeah, he's great. And this match is stupid. And it's like, when you play like a fighting game against someone and they don't really know what they're doing, and they learn one move like Sub-Zero and just keeps freezing you and freezing you and freezing you and freezing you and freezing you.
You're cheap.
That's like WWE booking the ending to matches. It's just like, leg on the rope, leg on the rope, leg on the rope, leg on the rope. Like how many times have they done that in the past month? It's just and like B-Fab screwed it up. It's a hard spot to get to make it look right. Because like sometimes the ref is looking, sometimes they're not. They always look when they're pulling the foot up. It's never like at the right time. It's just a stupid rushed spot that I don't enjoy.
Dead leg. You got to somehow lift while leaning into the ring. Like it's hard. It's not an easy thing to do.
It's not. It's convoluted. It's ugly. It's like you have two of your biggest stars go out there, put on a 10-minute garbage, forgettable match, and then a horrible finish that everyone's just like, okay, why did that even happen? That's what I think of this match. It was so stupid.
That's fair.
So disappointing and awful.
Fair. Let's move on to match number 2.
If we jump into the second match, Jason, we'll stick with you because you've kind of already touched on it a little bit. But Rhea Ripley defeats Jade Cargill to retain her WWE Women's Championship.
Guess what? Another foot on the rope.
The second longest match of the night.
This one I don't feel as bad about, at least. You know, the expectations are different for this because they had one of the worst rivalries ever leading up to their WrestleMania match. And at least they got the time to work, you know. Jade, I still think kind of looks a little robotic in what she does. Her selling and facials are okay. They're getting better. But
selling, you're right. But in terms of like the work, I hope she impressed a lot of people. So I don't think people.
Yeah, she put on a good working.
She had this in her.
Yeah, she put on a good working performance. But the smoothness and continuity of it all and the selling and the facials and all that will come with it. I think sometimes she needs to look a little vulnerable, you know, because she's not really, she doesn't really work like a Goldberg type character, you know, even though I think she should, but they don't really book her that way so much. Yeah. And, but like, I did enjoy this match. Like, the ending ruined it, of course. Like, I was just waiting for those dummies to come out and ruin the match. And they did. And they didn't disappoint. So, like, I'm like, I think there's a fundamental problem with how wrestling is booked and created within WWE. It's just racing to the same spots we always expect over and over again. Yep. There's so much you can do with wrestling. Like, it's such a beautiful art, and they just stay in this little bubble with these same old crap over and over again. I don't know why. But that to be said, it wasn't that bad of a match, I guess. So, I enjoyed it more than the first one. The first one was the worst match of the night.
Yeah, fair. I mean, this Rhea versus Jade 2, I guess. Their Mania match was 10 minutes long. This was almost 17. So they were given time in this match. And there was run-ins and other stuff happening, but they were given time in this match to kind of just show what they can do a little bit more. And I think they delivered. I think the match is actually pretty good. This is what I would want to have seen at Mania, but we didn't get that. So this was a good match. The finish is pish. But the problem is that the creatives seem to be too scared to let someone lose, because if someone loses, they have a loss.
Well, they have to work hard.
Yeah, of course they do. But the point is, they take a loss and then they build themselves back up. But they seem to be too scared to do that with talent, because then that means we have to be relegated to the mid card. No, like you can take a loss and still be at the top of your game. Like that's fine. But if you find a way every time, foot was on the rope, somebody interfered, just deliberate disqualification.
I think they'd add some officials or something. Like if every match turns into ridiculousness. Like
I agree, Jordan, that they are afraid because they treat a loss, or it seems like for certain wrestlers, they treat a loss as much more impactful than it ought to be in a produced story. But at the same time, to throw them a bone here, every time a highly booked or a fan favorite wrestler loses, what is the reaction from the IWC? Buried. I can't believe, Sammy Hogan, Rhea Hogan. I can't believe that now they look awful. They killed their momentum. It's this overreaction. And it's a chicken and the egg thing. I don't know if it's WWE's booking that has led to this reaction or vice versa, or a bit of both. But I can understand why they are hesitant because of that. How it seems like people's momentum sometimes like teeter on the edge of a knife, or it feels like it does. I can't entirely blame them, as annoying as it is. It goes back to the same result with Gunther and Cody. They seem to be preferring to play it safe and predictable because the recipe at least will work, if not, even if not spectacular. rather than try something that could be really cool or it could be awful.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. I just wonder how much it matters. Like, if they come out the next week and beat someone on Raw in a good match, then they have a win. And the IWC is so quick to react, especially now as a content creator. And what people expect from you now is to react instantly and strongly, no matter what. So it's like you have to come out and freak out about it, but then it's gone like that, and you're on to something else. And just like this, we're going to get on to another match soon and kind of move on from it. And just like will happen in WWE is you have 2 weekly shows, you have how many pay-per-views, you have so many things. And I'm not saying you're wrong at all. I think you're right. But I just wonder if they're putting too much into that, because I think that's why they do it too.
I mean, look at Roman and Punk at Mania. It was a clean, for the most part, a clean match between two guys, and CM Punk took a loss. I don't think Punk has dropped down in the card at all from that loss, because he took a loss in an epic match. If you put on a match that's worthy of a loss, if that makes sense, then you don't think any less of the other person. So if you give me Rhea and Jade for 17 minutes and Rhea overcomes Jade or vice versa, I'm like, wow, yeah, that was a well-contested fight. Great.
And we'll talk about it later, I'm sure, but AAA is a great example of that. Now, this was the culmination of a fantastic storyline, but we'll talk about the way they look and how the match ended and all of those things, right?
Storyline. But a storyline nonetheless.
But that's how good it can be compared to what we're given, what we're fed, spoon-fed on these Premium Pish events.
Yeah.
Premium Live events. The crowd was hot. The crowd was hot, though, definitely for this one. I thought they were going nuclear for Rhea. Like, she is so freaking over, and it comes through really well
still
over there. Like,
how? I don't get. I mean, I get
incredible.
it, but like, her momentum doesn't ever seem to stop, even through the Io Sky Pal Pish days. Like, it just doesn't.
She's a made woman. She's a made woman. Like whatever you give, like whatever she's given on screen, she's so popular and over. Like with, I'm not gonna say she's rocking Austin, but like currently she is one of the most over, like, protected, safe bets to just put out there and do anything, and she'll get a pop. I would hope that they would use her properly. That would be nice to get even a nuclear reaction. That would be cool, but I guess not.
What was next on the card, Mr. Jason?
Oh, Jason.
Was it Brock and Oba?
It was. Well done.
Oh, wow. Okay, good guess. See, here's an example of someone that took a loss that I think, surprisingly, most people are okay with, given the circumstances and everything that's happened. 100%. I'm okay with it. I really am happy with it. I think it's great, and I think it makes him look good in a weird way, or it's setting him up to look really good down the line.
I think the thing that works about this match, obviously, it's Brock versus Oba 2, so we know what's going to happen here. There's going to be a third match. Of course there is, and that's fine. That'll happen down the road somewhere. I think the thing that works so well with this match is the fact that on Raw, the next night, out comes Oba and addresses the loss. The continuity of the story is what is as important as the match and how it finishes, right? So Oba coming out and saying, "Oh, you wondered what I would do if I was beat, if I was if you managed to get the best of me. Well, this is what I do. I come back bigger and stronger and I win King of the Ring." Great. Like, it's such a tiny bit of story, but he attaches that to what happens the night before. And immediately I'm like, yeah, cool. I don't care that you got beaten by Brock Lesnar. That makes sense that you got beaten by Brock Lesnar, regardless of his age. And the fact that you got beaten or coming back and you're explaining, it's not just, oh, I got beat. Right now I'm going to feud with fucking the guy from Chase University or whatever. Like,
Andre Chase.
That's the one. Like, it works. You can take a loss. Don't be scared about taking a loss in wrestling. It doesn't mean as much as you think it does, so long as you continue on the story. That's all it is. But yeah, I agree with Jason.
And was there any problem with the spam finishers? Like, the match itself, everyone seems to love, including us, that seem to all come out of positive, even though it was a pretty spam finisher-y type of match. Did you care?
I think there's storyline reason for it. Like Brock was so, I don't want to say embarrassed at WrestleMania, but he was made to look outmatched.
Character. The character Brock Lesnar, the Beast Brock Lesnar, was embarrassed. I will.
Yeah, he looked like a little bitch.
That's it.
He got bitched out.
I can absolutely believe that the character Brock Lesnar would come in and give the guy 12 F5s.
Yeah.
Because fuck him.
And get the jump on him before the match even starts, right?
Like, that's exactly what Brock Lesnar would do.
Yep.
100%.
Love it.
I just want to say one more thing on losses. I think one thing I would like WWE to stop doing is booking wrestlers who are called up or new wrestlers with massive undefeated streaks to start off, because it does make a loss feel bigger than it should.
Mm-hmm.
And it does get that reaction of, we wasted this winning streak. Now he looks awful. He looks weak.
Yeah.
He doesn't look weak. You're just not used to him losing. So look, I'll give Goldberg one thing. I think his winning streak was the best booked one. Jade's is pretty good on AEW also. We don't need any more. Wrestlers can win and lose when the work rate is so high and all these monsters are coming out of NXT. These genetically engineered freaks are coming up. Oba can lose. It's okay.
For sure.
I still believe he is the future of WWE. I still believe he is one of those dangerous wrestlers on the roster. I still believe he's going to be world champion sooner rather than later. A loss to Brock Lesnar does not impact that. Yeah, there we go. There's the ultimate example right here.
I won't play the whole thing. We just want to.
Well, he should have won that one.
That's the
maybe
example
that one he should have won.
If he had lost in NXT, if you lose in NXT, you give up the belt and then you go up. Like then we're not expecting the winning streak to continue.
Or if his first match was against who was like Roman, I don't know, like someone who was unbeatable at that time.
Jeff Hardy out of nowhere
in 2021. Come on. Absolutely not.
So with the actual match between Brock and Oba was fine. Like again, it's just a continuation of a story.
Yeah, but I thought it was really well done. It was entertaining. I was glued to the screen to see what was going to happen. Right?
Yeah, fair.
The Peller.
So, sometimes it feels like they get it right, and it's operating outside of the horrible universe they're normally operating in. Like this one felt like two authentic characters were coming to life in front of us. Brock, I sometimes say like I don't like spam finishers, but he did it right from the get-go, So if you're going to use your finisher at the start of the match, it's not going to win you the match. Usually you do it once he's already beat up. You have that logic, whatever. And he came in there saying he's desperate. He doesn't want to be made to look like a fool again. I'm just going to hit him with just spam it all day and hope it works. And it did eventually. But he still looked strong while he was getting F5 throughout the match. Sure. And then he comes on Raw and destroys 3 other people in a fatal 4-way match. And then he addresses Brock. So he did everything. They sometimes it just clicks and they do something properly. And I'll call it out. Good job.
They can do it.
Yeah, it's possible. Oba, when I saw the bracket for King of the Ring and I saw that Oba was in there, I immediately thought he's going to lose that match because he can't go through. Because if he goes through, he has to win King of the Ring. There's no way that someone beats Oba.
No.
It doesn't really make sense to me now. So
unless Brock interrupts her.
Yeah. And that's it. That's now what I'm kind of thinking. But why would Brock interrupt him? It wouldn't make sense for Brock.
It could be that. He could interrupt him in the finals and say, hey, I'm not done with you.
Yeah,
maybe Oba
just still made me look awful.
You're not going to get the title. You got to deal with me first.
Yeah, maybe an overconfidence. Brock comes in and goes, hey, you've beat me once, I've beat you once, we're not done here. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. When I saw that he was on the bracket, and
before we end this episode, we should look at the bracket for sure. Maybe give our group predictions on it
for sure.
Watch Liv Morgan win the women's.
Who was it? He had Penta.
He's got Penta, I think.
Who else was in that? Penta, Javon.
No, I don't know.
God,
I looked at it briefly.
But you know what? I watched the match.
Three victims.
I watched the match and I thought the 3 of them would be able to either overcome him or at least keep him out of the ring enough that something else would happen. Mm-hmm. And it didn't. And now I'm like, well, so he wins King of the Ring because there's not another option there, right?
Right?
Oh yeah, Solo. Hayes.
Just giving it a quick peek before we get into it later.
Okay, yeah, Penta's
already a champion, right? So he doesn't matter for him.
Penta doesn't need it. Sikoa and Hayes maybe, but like
Sikoa is going to have a lot of friends with him, so there's a chance that something happens there, right? It's going to be.
But again, look at the others, like who will potentially come up against, right? Mysterio, Breaker, Trick Williams, or Priest. I mean, it's not going to be Mysterio. It's not going to be Priest. It could be Trick. So you're going to give me Oba versus Trick or Oba versus Breaker. I mean, interesting matches, but
it might be someone to feed to Oba rather than like I don't think they want Trick versus Oba. Those are two like hot commodities right now. Like I don't know.
I could see it being Braun, but yeah,
I can see it being Priest.
We'll jump into that in a bit. Let's get through the rest of this card real quick. What was the next one, Jason? Was it Sol
Ruka, Jordan's favorite versus
Jordan's got beef with Sol? What's going on?
Yeah, he's always talking shit. He's always talking shit about Sol.
Just, do you know what?
But I don't completely disagree with you.
Right once, and then maybe I'll give you some applause.
She did pretty good in this match, no, didn't she?
I think she did well in this match. I like the submission reversal. I really liked what they were doing there with the submission reversal stuff. I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, I just had a flashback to the first match, like how ridiculous it is that he kept getting out of the what's it called, the sleeper hold. Like,
oh yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, in this one, I feel like they didn't, instead of sitting in a hold, right, especially if they're going to go for a choke, you have to have your hands in there. There has to be some sort of
proof
stopping.
that you're getting out, not just you're completely dead, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, that's enough.
In real life, they're going to try to get the hold in, but it's not fully in. It's not like you're sitting there in an ankle lock for 5 minutes. Now it's different. AAA, there was a special match, but going forward, this is something that needs to change. You can't sit in submission moves for that long. There should be some sort of thing where you're not fully in it, and especially if it's a choke. If it's a choke, you got to have a hand in there, a couple of fingers. There got to be something in there that is stopping you from being, a couple of fingers, stopping you from getting choked out with those zingers. Happy Pride Month.
A couple of zinger fingers.
Okay. Positive.
Yes.
I like the women's intercontinental title being used for this purpose, to elevate somebody. Becky doesn't gain anything.
I agree
on that.
She elevated the title.
She did. And now but the goal is to leave it better than it came to you as. And she did, and she has. Now it's up to Sol, and Sol is the right person to hold the title. But in this match, Sol, she looked a little rough in this match, I think. Becky did a great job making her look good.
What's that line from Drake's new song? Green, teach me, baby. Something like that. She looks green.
Teach me,
she
baby.
She looks green. She reminds me of Shotzi. Because the one thing I remember that really
Jason's
kept Shotzi from being bigger was that you could always kind of tell she was working through the moves in her head. It was very
you can see her
clear.
thinking.
You could see it, and you could see it with Sol also in this match. I think the lights were maybe a little too bright for her, but she's young. She's relatively inexperienced. I do think she'll get better. And hey, it's sink or swim with the title. Look at Lyra. What's Lyra doing right now?
No, begging for title shots now.
Exactly. So
I think if I compare two matches side by side, Sol Ruka defeating Becky for this title, okay, and I will agree with Wax. Sol Ruka will be a main women's title champion, and she has the ability to be there. She is an incredible talent. She's just not there yet. She should have stayed in NXT, as far as I'm concerned. She wasn't ready to come up, but I understand the hype and the buzz and the marketing around her is why she's there. That's fine, but she's not ready. She's not ready for that yet, in my opinion. Compare her to Maxine Dupree when she won the IC title. That was a better match. When she won the title, it was a better worked match, and the reason for that was It was a match. It was just two people wrestling. This was flips and dives and spins and twists and snakes and all manner of different nonsense, and none of it quite pulled off. It doesn't look right. It's weird. She comes firing out all guns blazing and running around and jumps and doing all this stuff, and I'm like,
The reason is Sol is a great athlete, but she doesn't yet have the knowledge to be a great wrestler. So they have to do the flips and the high octane 100%. Stuff to mask that she doesn't have the in-ring psychology. But you're right, Jordan, in that it was more obvious here than it was with Maxine.
But with Maxine, I sat and watched it and I thought, I expect nothing of this person because she looks, as weird as this sounds, she doesn't look athletic. She doesn't look like somebody who I'm expecting to do anything. And then when she came out and she was putting on a good, well-worked match because she was trained by wrestlers, that was the whole gimmick, right? I was like, wow, look, she got that hold, or she did this, it was more technical, I guess. And it's not that I prefer technical wrestling, but it seemed smoother. I guess to your point, Wax, I couldn't see the thought process for Maxine because there doesn't need to be as much of a thought process when it's just basic technical wrestling. I say basic, not that I could do it, but you understand my
fundamentals.
The fundamentals, yeah. Watching Sol, I'm always watching going, that didn't quite land. Missed a little bit there, that little bit off position. And it just annoys me. It takes me out of the match entirely.
There's I don't know if you guys saw this, but I saw it a couple days ago, I want to say. There's a video that somebody took who was at the event where Becky's up on the top rope and she's vocally telling Sol she's on the wrong, turn around. She's on the wrong side for the leg drop.
Oh.
And like Becky had to call the match, basically. And again, it's to be expected. She's still very green, and
Becky should be calling the match, but she shouldn't have to be screaming it.
Yeah, I don't think. Maybe there's a better I'm going to tell Becky Lynch what to do because I know better, obviously. But maybe I don't know. Is there a way to mask it better than just yelling at her from the top turnbuckle?
I think there was another spot in this match where
get back down, stomp her, and whisper or something. I don't know.
True.
I guess
there's another moment in this match where something similar happens. I'm sure Sol takes a bump and has to be near the rope for something to happen, but as she hits the ground, she kind of rolls over and then goes to roll again, but realizes, I'll roll too far, so she kind of rolls and then kind of shimmies herself back over, and it's like, okay, that's you getting into position. I've witnessed that at this high pace, and it just takes me out of it. It just ruins it. It's just such a shame, but that's just
do you think she
mistake.
Should have the IC title already?
No,
I do enjoy her, and I'm glad she's getting better, but why is she getting the title already? And she got a "You deserve it" chant on Raw. What the hell is that? I thought that was reserved for people that struggle for a long time.
The crowd right now
deserved it.
Yeah, the crowd right now in a WWE show is not the crowd that it used to be, right? It's definitely
bots.
not. We were there, and there are some pockets of, Montreal is a little bit different, but you can see it at the shows now. It's much more parents with their kids. The kids are super into it, and the parents are just trying to go along with it. They don't. Yeah. It doesn't seem like a lot of the older crowd in a WWE arena knows what's going on. It really seems like it's
don't know
for
what's
the
going
kids.
On here.
They don't. They really don't. It's not like an AEW show where everyone's a rabid fucking lunatic and is hanging on every fucking move. Yeah. At WWE, it's a much more subdued crowd where it seems like they don't want to interrupt the show. They don't want to make too much noise. They want to be quiet until it's a moment where they're supposed to react, and then they'll react. And then the rest is for the kids and stuff. It's just a different crowd and vibe now than it ever was, or at least for a long time.
I hate to say it like this, but the crowd needs to bully the wrestlers a bit more.
Yeah, right.
Not like mean, but hey, if a match sucks, where's the "this is boring" chant?
Yeah.
I don't
mean bully their work.
Just
which is fine.
Be more critical. We just watched the Habs, right? Montreal Canadiens look really outmatched against Carolina, and the crowd gets on them. Never mind, you made it this far. We're happy to be here. No. If the in-ring product, if the on-ice product is bad, it's not being mean. It's you pay
the most
for your
supportive
ticket.
crowd. We don't do that normally.
I think people do that now. I think they do still do that. They sit there in the crowd and they take in whatever match they were there for. They take in whatever segments they were excited about, and then they go, right, I'm going to go home.
Now they write the think
and they do it all
pieces.
online.
Right.
That's the difference. They just don't do it there. They wait until they get home.
Or they wait and they check and make sure that everybody else, everybody else says.
Did everyone else say that was pish? Yeah. Oh yeah, me too.
I'm not sure how I felt. I feel this way.
Yeah,
me too. Yeah.
No, tell yeah, you need to be. Do you know? What's your name? Brad. Fuck, whiskey. Brad said it ages ago that he thinks that the what chant is dying, or he wanted the what chant to die. I think it has, because I actually haven't heard it in so long, and I kind of miss it now, because at least that was a way that I knew the crowd were engaged in what was going on. Whether I liked the chant or not, at least I knew they were there, you know?
Yeah, that's one of the only negative about that chant going away is that the people who were chanting it seem to have gone away, and those seem to be the psychopaths that were locked in and cared more than the people that are just like, well, you know what, I shelled out $300 a ticket for this, and I brought my 2 kids, so I'm gonna enjoy this whether I like
have
it
a
or
good
not.
time. Damn it!
Yeah, exactly.
But, maybe that's it. Maybe the ticket
I
prices are so high that, like, well, I may as well enjoy or try or pretend to enjoy what it is that I'm seeing.
Was it Billy Joel that no longer sells the first 3 or 5 rows of his show? Doesn't sell them. Then at the night of has his crowd find the rabid fans and bring them to the front. He said it was all just the people buying off scalpers. They're sitting there like, what do you say? Like, entertain me, piano man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why he's goated. That's why he's one of the goats.
Woo! Let's go. All right, last match of the night, I believe, up next, right? Correct? Yes, the main event of the evening. The tribal chief himself was in action against Jacob Fatu in a tribal combat match, which I don't know about you guys, but I wasn't expecting much, and I wasn't expecting much violence or any of that. And I don't think we got it. I don't know if it's because Jacob's hurt. I think their interaction on Raw was more interesting than the match, to be honest, but the match wasn't bad. It was just like, it was okay. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I really don't have a lot to say about this match.
Yeah,
it's just forgettable. It's very forgettable, and it shouldn't be when Roman Reigns is involved.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can't believe I'm saying this. I don't know if I want to do the Bloodline again. Especially
sequel's never as good, right?
Yeah.
As of right now, they haven't made you want to. They haven't given us enough. We just we like seeing Roman. We want Roman because it saves the show a lot of the time. But you're right. I didn't even think about that. I'm not excited for.
He's a formidable
Bloodline.
opponent, and Jacob was not that. I don't care if he was over or whatever. And they neutered him, and now I'm like, what the hell? He's even worse. He's bending down for Roman instantly after you made him this tongue death grip monster, and then it's just like whatever.
What made the original Bloodline storyline so great was, yes, Roman was the centerpiece, but there was intrigue in Jay and Sammy and later Solo. Now it seems like everyone's in line. The Usos have lost all sense of personality and agency. They're just kind of foot soldiers again.
Jay was a world champion, having everyone yeet for a million years.
Jay Uso. Now he's follower Jay Uso again. Yeah. Jacob seems
chuckling
to have
all the time.
knee.
Jay is so unlocked. He's not locked in at all. He's just laughing through every promo.
Half of Solo's merry men got fired. So who's what? Of course someone's going to challenge Roman from outside. But what made the Bloodline interesting was the internal mechanics and the internal turmoil.
Yes,
and we don't have that. And I guess it could develop, but just.
I think what you need to do is
NWO Blue.
Yeah.
Well, no, you need to you need to add a bunch of people to the Bloodline. Somehow add Solo, add whoever's left, and then you need to build up a Sting from WCW or a Goldberg, and have them demolish the whole Bloodline forever. The intrigue will be in who can conquer them.
To do with the Vision.
Yeah.
Until everybody got injured,
Yeah, forget about the Vision. They're done.
Yeah, man,
it's not happening anymore.
Yeah, the match was fine.
Maybe LA Knight. Do you think he can still do it? Do you think there's enough heat for him?
I was just thinking him because
he just cleared the whole Bloodline in a bunch of good matches. No.
Funny enough, I think the fans would be behind it.
Me too.
I just don't think there's any chance they do it.
They won't do it.
I'm worried that he's going to botch something.
But he's talking about it, and he has little segments of Adam Pearce. He said he's sucking on Roman's teeth every week. He doesn't like it.
Yeah. There's a little sniff of that going around, and then this week they did have Maxine mention, at least allude to the fact that she was hanging out with the Vision. I'm glad there was some.
It wasn't a fever dream.
Mention. Well, it wasn't a fever dream. It's canon. It's been talked about. But look, we're already changing the subject because that's how uninteresting this match was and the end of this pay-per-view was. And the two main titles were very uninteresting. And it's weird because coming out of the Clash, I didn't feel that bad about it. I just felt indifferent. And now coming into this, talking about it, I'm like, well, I feel a little bit negative. And I don't want to. Again, this is another week where we're not trying to be negative. They're just not giving us premium salad. They're giving us a cheap iceberg lettuce salad.
You know what hurt? You know what hurt the bloodline matches? I think the promo before, Jacob's like, I gotta win, but even if I don't win, I'll just join you and have a job anyways.
Yeah,
like, exactly. Okay, well, what the hell? Then why do we care? Like what happens? Like it's so stupid.
And it's such a cool moment in like, there was part of me that was seeing him standing back there. I think he stood in the wrong place. He stood directly behind him, so they couldn't use the hard cam. He was standing behind him like an idiot.
You think he turns on them? Is that still at play, or no? It's completely done. He's completely.
Like, what's the point?
Yeah, I don't know if I care either way. That's the issue.
You're eventually maybe down the line or something like that. But now
he turns on them and joins Solo and his little.
No,
I thought he was going to join Solo like that night
and
talk shit,
sense.
and then they all come in.
I've already seen that.
Yeah.
I think it was a huge failure. This Jacob little feud thing.
Yeah, if we get another Bloodline Civil War Games match, come on.
You will like it. They will feed it to you, and you will
Hollywood Bloodline.
This is awesome.
Hollywood Bloodline.
Bloodline.
Yeah. Oh god,
this is awesome.
Now you got to end the
Latino World Bloodline as well. That could be quite fun.
Latino World. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, pish. Anyway, the whole thing was pish. Yes. But there was one good thing that happened at the weekend.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about it. Because Triple what's it called?
Triple A?
Noche de la Grande or something like that. Anyway, there was a match, and I'm unmasking. The two El Grande Americanos went face to face, or mask to mask, I guess. And one of them was dethroned as a Americano man. Good God, this is a lovely whiskey. Noche de los Grandes. So there we are. I told you guys to go and watch this if you hadn't already. Has everyone seen the match?
I saw the match, yeah.
In its entirety? You watched it fresh?
I watched the whole match, but not the pay-per-view or whatever it was on.
No, that's fine. I watched the promo for this, and then I watched the match all the way through, which I was not expecting to be this long. Not that it felt super long, but it was a long-ass match.
This, for me, I'll say now we're in, what is this? June. We've just started June. I reckon this is a contender for match of the year in the jobbies. That's how good this is.
I would agree.
You had two guys that are incredibly talented, but have really zero character. And by that, I mean the two men behind the mask. Their character has kind of dwindled before this.
True.
And it's almost like the Sami Zayn bloodline thing, right? You just had a storyline that was utter nonsense, complete pish. If you remember, Chad Gable had gone away and become a lucha because he wanted to be able to beat Penta. That was all it was.
That's crazy.
And then suddenly it became a thing. And then he got injured. And then they went, maybe we'll make someone else be El Grande in the meantime. And it's become this unbelievable story.
And Gable was beloved as it. People were sad that he was hurt. And then people loved Ludwig more. What? That it just shows you how talented these two guys are, that as a completely different character, they were able to get over. As the same character, they were both able to get over, which makes absolutely no sense. But the match was bloody. It was brutal. It had storyline. Again, did I understand every, interference or every little bit that was going on? No, because I don't watch Triple A. That's fine though, but I was still able to follow what was going on. The crowd were insane. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. The one thing that they lacked in this match was good mic coverage around the ring, because there were moments where there was bumps and knocks and stuff. I couldn't quite hear it.
There was a lag too for me on some of the audio.
There was a slight lag on the raw feed of it. Yeah, for sure.
The raw feed lag. Why? Come on, WWE.
But this was incredible. I can't wait to see Chad Gable back on WWE programming, because I'm like, I don't know what he's going to be. I don't know who he's going to be. I don't know.
You think they're going to actually use him properly?
I think they have to.
I hope so.
The reception has been so good that I think they have to use him. And he's immediately although he was the bad guy here, he's immediately face.
Because
he's immediately
the reaction was amazing for him after when he unmasked. It wasn't booing, it wasn't silence, it was legit cheering and thankful people. Like, Wax, you've been to a show in Mexico, and I can't imagine what it would be like to be at this one, because the one you were at, you said the crowd was already bonkers.
Crowd was already bonkers for just a random, run-of-the-mill weekly CMLL show. I can only imagine being at a show like this one with a raucous Mexican crowd.
The crowd went crazy.
Yeah, currently this is my match of the year pick for the jobbies. I suspect some of the lesser wrestling awards will also pick it for match of the year, right?
Not that anyone cares about them.
No, it doesn't matter. This is the one that matters.
The most prestigious.
We spend so much time talking about the things that annoy us about wrestling, but it's nice to have a match like this that reminds you that wrestling at its best is something that no other medium can kind of capture. Wow. You get this mix of story and drama and action. And I want to give a shout out to Pete Dunne, who produced the match. They won't use him. They won't book him, besides, being one of El Grande's lackeys. But hey, the man knows ball. I'll just say that.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, brilliant match. Absolutely. I kind of rolled my eyes a little bit when I saw people, because, everyone calls everything match of the year and this and that. And I was surprised. I was surprised to find myself agreeing with them, but pleasantly so.
Yeah, I'm curious to Jason, then we'll go to Jordan after, because I really want to hear your two guys' takes on it, because I know mine, but what did you guys think of it?
I want to give a shout out to the announcers too, because I didn't understand, maybe didn't understand 99.5% of what they were saying, but I might prefer them to just do Raw and SmackDown for the foreseeable future. Just like their passion, and it felt like old school, like JR hype up, like commentary. I don't know. It was really refreshing and good. It didn't feel like corporate, like swill like we usually get. So,
storytelling. It added to the story at all times.
Yeah, it was fantastic, and just seeing how like these two individuals at the end of the match, like it looked like so much life has been taken out of them because they left it all there in the ring, and it was a very brutal, well wrestled match, like just straight up two guys going at it for mask, and all the stuff around it, which like Wax might have mentioned, like or Jordan, that we don't know the lore and all the run-ins and everything, but it was still fun to watch. And I know he had cronies, and I think I recognized one of the legends that helped Ludwig. I don't remember their name, but it was just it was a really long match, but you never got bored of it, you never got tired of it, and you were invested. Even though I didn't follow their whole journey, like the mask versus mask journey, like
what was going on, though.
I knew what was going on, but I didn't watch like the previous shows in AAA and all that. But I knew enough. Yeah. Mask versus mask. They both want to be this guy. They both claim to be this guy, and they're going to fight to the bloody end.
And before we go to Jordan, I'll just mention the lore. I mean, one part of the lore that everybody knows is that it's the lucha de apuesta, right? The mask versus mask. It's a huge thing when a masked wrestler unmasks. And
like I believe Sin Cara, remember that? I think it was a little bit better in Sin Cara versus Sin Cara. I think.
I think so. I think so, because this one felt like everyone kind of honored the actual roots of of what that means. Because
that's another good point. Yeah. The way they flipped it, everyone was trying to jump out saying, "Oh, it's disrespectful," and then like, no, not at all. Like they did a great job.
So. Yeah.
I think that's exactly the point I was going to make. Like I've said enough about this match already. It was incredible, but the main thing for me is you have two dudes who are not from a lucha background whatsoever. But
you can say it's two white guys going in there and having this match at a AAA show. Not that there's
they
anything
have
to do
been
with,
they've been adopted by the lucha culture and made into one of their own, and
they put in the work.
And that's it. It's not like they're just doing this on Raw and that's it. Both of these guys were down at shows in Mexico performing for other promotions. I know they're under the umbrella of WB, but
he learned Spanish. He's a fluent Spanish speaker now. Like he gets the culture. He's with a Mexican girl. Like
dude's he's German. Huh? Yeah, he's German. That's wild. But he's so
He's the
over.
most German man, I think, in the world.
Literally. I was going to say something I'm not going to get now. But anyway, let's not go there. But yeah, like that is, if nothing else, that is what you should take from this, is that these two guys just put everything they had into their character and made something really special out of it, that people that don't watch that show or that style of wrestling often still invested in it. I think it's incredible. So I don't know where they go from here with it. I think the hype will die a little bit, but that's okay. We have this moment, and it made me feel alive again, especially because I watched it after, because it was at the end of Raw. I watched it after Clash in Italy, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that was a thing that filled the gaps between, taking a shit. So fine. But then I watched this match and I was like, oh, this is why I love wrestling. Like, I think you have to understand what's going on, and I know that I love this more than anything else I've seen. So incredible.
The only thing that I wanted more of was the more telenovela angle. He just had his girl on the side. I don't feel like she was involved enough, because in the storyline she was involved a bit more. But it leaves the door open going forward. Chad goes back. He's back in WWE. Doesn't need to be involved in this at all. But El Grande Americano can live on, and anything can happen with her and the company, and they can have, telenovela style stories, and this is still going to be amazing. Even if we don't tune in for it all the time, you can pop in, and I'm sure it's going to be amazing for that reason. And I wanted to shout out these guys for the way that they looked so distraught. The pulling of the mask, not just trying to get it off, but ripping the mask so that you could see part of their face added to it so much. And then they are absolutely psychopaths for punching each other for real in the head. You could see real punches and real blood, and they knew what they were doing. They were doing this. This was planned in advance. They were like, we're going to do this because this is the show that we want to give the people. Yeah, we know what the cost is, and we're going to pay that cost because it's worth it for the fans. It's worth it for the crowd. It's worth it for this story that means so much to these people. You could see when the real El Grande, not the OG, gets in the corner and is with the crowd, and just how freaking
they're going wild for him. Yeah.
It's nuts. So that's what makes this match so special. It's not just the wrestling. It's not just the story itself. It's everything combined that made this absolutely beautiful. And this is like, as we've all said, we didn't follow this to a T, and we can still all agree that this is peak wrestling storytelling.
Yeah, for sure. It's something we had to go watch. Like I don't think I've ever watched a Triple A show, maybe a couple matches in the past, but just seeing, I think his entrance to the arena when he had all the people behind him and singing, like I just saw that like on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, like that's one of the most incredible like entrances I've ever seen. So I had to watch them, and I watched the match before Raw. I was watching Raw, and then I saw there was like an hour. I'm like, what is that? Like I didn't even know it was going to be. I already saw it before that, so.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, the entrances themselves were so good. Chad's, and then you get to like the American style song that comes on, and he comes out with the American flag and everything, and it was, you could just like that classic old American heel going abroad, and then the singing of that song before El Grande came out, like they were already, so every single person in the arena sang that song, and then his music hits and he starts coming out, and they just go even more crazy. So just levels to it, like, oh man, just can't say enough about it. I really, really enjoyed it.
Too good.
Yeah. And that leaves us into the next week of wrestling, which is Raw and the other pish that we're going to have to watch.
Basically.
Even AEW has taken a little dip. I checked it out last week. It'll be on again tonight. Hopefully it bounces back, but it was a little bit of a down after such an amazing show. And Jason, like you said, a lot of that has to do with MJF's new opponent. Do you care about him? Do you know who he is? I thought you were just booing.
Boosh. Yeah, it's completely ridiculous, coming off one of your best pay-per-views ever. You got MJF going against Roosh. No offense to Roosh, but Roosh? No. Or no, even worse than that. What's his name? Briscoe came out. Mark Briscoe.
Gerald Briscoe?
I'm not a big. I don't know a lot of his career, and I don't watch a lot of his stuff. But every time he's on screen, I'm not a big Mark Briscoe fan. Don't think he's in MJF's class. I was very upset that he came out to even Like, I'm happy they didn't actually have a match or set up a match. I don't think he should be sniffing MJF right now. And then Roosh comes out. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here, guys? You need people for MJF. If you're going to keep MJF, if MJF is going to be in your damn company, get people worthy of MJF to fight MJF. Please. Thank you.
That's fair. And Jordan, I don't know if he messaged the group yet or not, but he had to dip. He had a hard stop. He has to feed the baby, the new Witcher.
Feed me, baby.
The Welsh Witcher needs to be fed. So that's a good a place as any for us to end this, and we will tune in to the week of wrestling that is coming up. There wasn't a lot to talk about from Raw. I think, Jason, did you have any notes on it?
Raw
write any notes?
Was not good.
I didn't even write any notes, so it must not have been very good.
I got nothing.
Nothing, but we'll watch everything that was coming this week, and we hope you enjoyed this one, and I'd love to know what you thought about AAA, and I'd love to know how you think it compares to Clash in Italy, and where do you think this is going from there? Next week, we're going to focus on the King of the Ring tournament. We'll talk about our predictions, since we didn't get to that this week, and we'll let you know what we think is going down. In the meantime, if you have any predictions for King of the Ring, if you're excited to see Liv Morgan in the tournament to win and face herself, let us know down below.
She's going to wrestle for once.
Yeah, actually, she's going to be in at least one match. We'll see how that goes after that. It seems like there's some turmoil in Judgment Day. Maybe it's going to break up soon. Maybe they're finally
finish
run
it.
Its course. It's finished.
Finish it.
Heard that before.
Yeah, and it gets
just keeps going forever.
Another
Judgment Day
injection
forever,
of life.
baby.
Yep.
But Finn Balor's gone. He's on the other show.
Mm-hmm.
Traded.
On the other show.
To end the show? What's that
mean?
Yeah,
traded shows. But yeah,
play
that's
us
the week
out.
that was. Play us out. Thank you, everyone, so much for listening to another episode of The Four Jobbers, and we'll see you next freaking week. Peace.
Ciao.
Oh, balloons.
Scary.
Ciao,
Scary
Bella.